welcome to Thursday the 19th of October. Welcome to the 19th day of Vlogtober. So we are just going to do a chit chat video today. We're going to change it up a bit. We're just going to sit here, have a chit chat, and I'm going to have a special mention today. So can you see my candle? Can you see it up there? It's my candle that I got from Joe's yesterday. It's a special candle. Here's the lid to it. I'm going to take it. Oh, it smells lovely. I'm going to take it down. I just lit it so the aromas are not coming through yet, but I'm going to put it in my sitting room eventually. But just now, whilst I'm filming, I forgot to put this on yesterday as well. I've been forgetting about my hairband and all of that. So am I too low? Are we too low? Should we go up a bit? I think we're going to go up just slightly. Hold it. By the way, whilst I'm adjusting the camera, go and get yourselves something yummy. Okay, how's that? And I've got my Halloween card there as well. So before I get onto the chit chat video, I think it's going to be quite interesting today. Oh, please play nice, camera. Okay, so in last night's unboxing, you would have seen me unboxing these, which are for Crocs. You're amazing, which I haven't put on my Crocs yet, but there's apparently a special name for them. They're called Gibbet Bits. There you go. See, I've taken that Prosecco now and it's quite gassy. So they're called, just for everybody, just in case you don't know, so the things that you put on your Crocs, and I've got like the deal and all that, but I want new Crocs. Mine are like a light blue colour. I think at the time I got them to, and they're not real Crocs, I got them to match the kitchen. But now I want some nice Crocs to put them on. So they're called Gibbet Bits. Okay. And the other thing is I opened up these cookies here, which I'm going to taste as well. So these are, so what was Joe saying to me? So these are, they're made specially for the Girl Guides. They're in aid of the Girl Guides. Those are Girl Guide cookies. They are a favourite of my kids, she says, and they are only available for a limited time. There you go. The thingies for your Crocs are called Gibbet Bits. Thingies. Gibbet Bits. I hope I'm saying that right. Okay, I just wanted to share that for everybody. So I'm going to leave. Kelly was like that to me. I was watching to see. So, and I said to Kelly today, I'm going to keep everything, like I'm not going to give Georgie hers or anything. I'll just keep them all, the things that when all the children are together and they can share them. Okay, so all that said and done, we've done that. And I gave Rico his licorice all sorts as well. So he was very happy with them. But he has been very careful with eating sweets and chocolates and all that because, you know, of what's been going on. So anyway, we are here because today we're going to do a chit chat video because on, not last night's vlog, but the night before, remember the one when I was asking what you thought of the jeans, which have gone back by the way, I also asked for you to give me ideas for video ideas, like ask me questions, and of course none other than It's Only War Paint. I'm dedicating this to you. It's Only War Paint. She went all out and gave me a whole load of questions. Not only does she give me a whole load of questions, but she comments all the time on the video as well, because she knows leaving comments, you know, is good for me. It's good for my video. So I just thank you. I mean, she knows how much I appreciate her. And even when sometimes I need a little extra support when things are going down on YouTube, because things do, she'll give it to me outside of the comments privately, as lots of you do. I know it's not just It's Only War Paint. I'm using her handle, by the way, because that's what I do. If I don't use names, because, you know, I just use what you use in the comments. So unless she wants to introduce herself in the comments, it's not down to me to do that, okay? Respect to everybody's privacy. Not everybody puts their whole life on the internet. I don't put my whole life on the internet, but I'm a very open book, which brings me on to some of these questions. So some of the questions she asked, I don't mind answering them, but there's only a certain point I can take them to, because some of the questions involve talking about finances, and I don't really like to talk about finances. I do share quite a lot of what I have and what I haven't, but I kind of do it on a wide scale. But to answer some of the questions properly, I would have to dive into my finances, and I don't want to, but I'll touch on them. I don't shy away from anything. If you ask me, I'll answer you if I possibly can, and it doesn't involve anybody else. Okay, so let me find the question. Okay, she left lots of questions, and you know, there was, you know, the typical ones like, has Rico done a like dislike bag video with you? We haven't, but I will kind of tie him down one day and try and get him to do that. But you know, Rico's really busy, so trying to get him when I can is kind of hard. There was another one when she says, which bags would I choose if you had to divide up your collection for each daughter-in-law, not granddaughters? Which bag do you think would suit each girl's personality? What a fabulous video idea. What a fabulous video idea. The girls are very different but very alike, and I think you all probably know that. They are very different, but again very alike, and it's hard to explain. I mean, we all like dresses and things like that. We all like the same thing, and we often buy the same thing. I know mother-in-law and daughter-in-laws, I know people, but there is a difference in our fashion sense. There's very much a difference in our fashion sense as well, but a slight difference, but we like the same things. It's really strange. It's really strange. Anyway, and there's lots of other ones that I think would make great tag videos. And so any YouTubers watching this, do not go to my comments and read these, because I think some of these I am going to actually make into tag videos. I think they're great ideas. Anyway, there was two that I thought I might touch on today. I don't know if I'm going to touch on both of them. It depends how long this video is going to be. So there was one that says, I think this is one of the ones that would make a great tag. If you could go back to the beginning, would you still purchase designer items or use that money for other things? And just put emojis of cars, houses, as an aeroplane, a beach, you know, so holidays, other things. So I might touch on that one. Or then there's the other one. There was another one, I can't find it now, but it says, are you still looking to buy another house? Because I had showed in one of my vlogs, I went to a show house and I was like, I want this house, and I really wanted this house, and I was really up for buying that house. So I think I'm going to touch on that one, but again, I can only go into it so far, because you know, there's some, you know, certain things we don't want to be putting on the internet. So am I personally now looking to buy another house for myself? No, I'm not. And I really liked that house, but it's that house, you know, the extra money I would have spent on that house, I could spend fixing up my own house. Do I really need to buy a bigger house? Are there things that I want to do to this house? Yes, you all know I've talked about extending the kitchen downstairs so it joins onto the playroom. I could extend this house, but we're also, Rico and I are also at a stage in our lives where, as long as you've got a roof over your head and it fits our family, when we all get together, then we're happy. And I've seen how houses are left there and the person is gone. Like when I went to empty my mum's house, which she loved very much. She loved her house in Cyprus, but she really loved her house in London. My mum adored her house in London. It was their first house that they'd ever owned in London, and she loved that house with a passion. I have inherited, I'll leave my mum there because if I start talking about my mum and dad I could sit here forever, but I have inherited a lot from my mum and dad in the way, because of my upbringing. So I'm not a spendy person. I know this doesn't look like it, but I'm actually very careful with money. So I could I go and buy another house, a bigger house? Yes, I could. You know, I quite often say that, of course I could. Recently, instead of buying another house for ourselves, Rico and I discussed buying another house to rent out. But with what's happened recently with Rico, it kind of makes you realise life is really short. You know, nobody knows from one day to the next, and we are at that stage of our life now. We have friends now that have had cancer, have had illnesses, that have died, that have had heart attacks. We're at that age where we are being surrounded by that type of thing now. So these things are getting less and less important. Having the perfect house is not important to us anymore. Having the latest car is not important to us anymore. We've done that. We've bought the brand new car every so often and then replaced it, and we've done all of that. You know, so I'm getting the two questions. I'm mixing up the two questions that I spoke about now. So those are the reasons why we're not now looking for another house. I mean, to live in, I already have two. And I'm not talking about renting. I'm talking to live in. I have this one here and I have the one in Cyprus, which I want to get to a point where I can rent it out. That's what I eventually do. The thing is with the house in Cyprus, when we're here we kind of don't think about it. When we're there, we love it. Initially, when I go to the house in Cyprus, I always have that feeling of, what am I doing here? Because when I walk in, I know it's mine, but it's not got my own wee touches on it yet. Once I've moved in, by the end of the week, I've mopped it and I've cleaned it with my own hands. I've rearranged it. I've started putting my own touches on it. I'm trying not to bring things into the house because my intention is to eventually rent it out. So I'm not adding furniture. I'm not adding things that would make it really my own, because I emptied it. I emptied it of all my mum and dad's things, a lot of things that I just felt were cluttering up the house, because I emptied it with the intention of renting it. So now I don't want to add things. I don't want to make it personal to me. But when I'm there for a week, it starts becoming personal. And it takes me a week. Initially, I walk in and I go, no. But by the end of the week, when I'm sitting on my veranda, I'm looking out onto the olive trees with a wee glass of wine, you know, it starts coming in here. I've not got to the point where I'm ready to sell it. I should sell it. I've had offers time and time again, but I'm not ready yet. It still has a hold over me. So I have this house and I have the house in Cyprus to live in. So I don't want to buy it. Why would I want to buy another house? I could just fix up this house, which I'm always planning to do, but there's always something else to do and something else to do. So that's the reason why I wouldn't buy another house. I'm more than comfortable in this house here. I know the house. I know it needs fixing up and updated. I know it does. The plan is always to do it, but it's just getting around to doing it. I hate upheaval. I hate the whole upheaval thing. I mean, it just... Anyway, going back to buying another property to rent out, we've decided, do you know what? we need to start enjoying our life. So this is where it goes back to, you know, when Rico had the high blood pressure, has the high blood pressure thing, because he's on medication for it, still keeping an eye on it. It's time we started enjoying ourselves. We've always been very careful, making sure we've got a backup and this, that, and you know, we've been in a position where we haven't had, you know, so but we need to start doing things for ourselves. We've always wanted to go on a cruise, like a proper cruise, not like wee mini cruises. So that's the plan. We are planning to do that. I talk about these things and we don't do it, but that's a definite that we've decided we are going to do. We want to incorporate more holidays, more memories. So it's no to buying another house. For what? To say I have a bigger house or a more modern house. I don't need to do that. I don't need to prove myself to anybody. If you think I don't have, that's fine. If you think I have, that's fine. You know, I'm past caring what other people think. You know, I'm past, you know, needing the latest car and all that. I love my car, my wee old car, my SLK. I mean, when I tell you I love my wee car, it's mine. It's all mine. We've always shared cars with Rico. You know, we've had a main car and the van, so we've always kind of shared. It's really always been his car. This is mine, all mine, and I love it. And actually Rico loves my wee SLK as well. He looks after it. He's on like a SLK forum and all of that. See, I'm not stuck to the question. I've gone all over the place. I thought I would change it up today on the 19th. It's Thursday. I should really be cleaning another kitchen cupboard, but I thought, what, am I going to film cleaning another kitchen cupboard with you? Do you really need me to do that with you? I thought, and it's only Whopping gave me these fabulous questions, and I thought, let's do it. So of course it's only Whopping. This is totally dedicated to you. Cheers. I think I've more than answered the question. So at the moment it's no to buying another house for ourselves. It makes me happy that now the 3 of my boys are house owners. As a parent, that's what's important to you. It's not about me anymore, it's about them. I'm comfortable. I'm more than comfortable, thank God. Thank God. You know, I'm not in a position where I have to think about things. I'm not a spendy person either. I don't really buy things for the sake of buying them. You know, I wouldn't buy a bag if I couldn't afford a bag. I wouldn't buy a car just for the sake of having it. You know, what's this that people are all doing now with cars? Leasing cars for so many years, then you take it back and you get another one, so you're always having the latest model. I'm the type of person that doesn't like to owe anything. So, you know, I don't want to be in a position that, you know, I'm taking on a car and every month I have to pay for that car or anything like that. So, you know, yeah. I'm trying not to say things. I don't want to sound like, oh, I've got all of this. I hate when I hear all of that, but yeah. And I suppose that goes back to the question about the bags as well. Would I do anything differently? It goes down to the same thing. I wouldn't buy a bag. Right, I'll give you an example. When we bought this house, right, just to give you an example, and this has gone back years when we bought this house. When we bought this house, it was between this house and, you know, the older type of houses. So this was a modern house, and it was the older type of houses that I love, with the big rooms. It was a this is a detached house. This was a semi-detached house. but I might one day film it when I go past. Doesn't look so big from the outside, but when you walked inside, it was 3 floors, massive kitchen, massive master, honestly. But it was the old type of houses, you know, where the bedrooms, I think the downstairs, there was like sinks in the bedrooms and all of that, and it would have needed quite a lot of work, but I absolutely loved that house. I absolutely, you know, it was like the old red stone type of house, old type of house, big tall ceilings, you know, with all the beautiful coving and all of that. And we were trying to decide between the 2 houses, and we were like, well, this one's a semi, this one's a detached. So we were trying to do the pros and cons. And then when we'd sat down and we did our finances at the time, although we could afford the house, we probably couldn't. At that time we were much younger, bearing in mind. So we liked the nice cars, we liked the nice holidays. We'd have to maybe miss a holiday, not be able to get the nice car, you know, that sort of thing. We would have had to have thought about things. So we decided at that point then that it was more of an advantage to get this house, plus the fact this was good for bringing up the children, because it was an estate. The children could go out and play. Those were the days, my people, those were the days when children actually went out to play in the street. I mean, my boys were out playing football out in the street. There was a lot of children here when we moved in. It used to drive me crazy a lot of the time, but anyway, they had a fabulous upbringing because of where we were. That house, you didn't have that. It wasn't that type of area. The kids would go out to play. So we were selfless. We were very selfless at the time. We did. Would I have done the same thing? I don't know. I still, when I drive past that house, I still look at it and I go, should we have? You know, we did the right thing for that time. For that time, I still sometimes think, will I sell this to get the older house? It would have taken a lot of upkeep, that house, a lot of heating because of the big rooms, the big ceilings and all of that. But I've always loved the older type of houses. But we opted for this one at the time. Before this one, we had, again, a modern wimpy semi-detached before we moved here. So we were looking to go bigger and we were looking to go detached. And that wasn't detached, but it was huge, huge garden and everything. Way off topic, but never mind. It makes a video for tonight to go out, doesn't it, people? That's what counts. You're gonna get a video, you're gonna get a wee chit chat and a wee bit something different. Cheers. I hope you've enjoyed that. Let me know if you have any questions that you would like me to do a video on that will help me throughout this Vlogtober. Hi, it's the battery. Please leave me your questions, comments, thumbs up and all of that, because this Vlogtober's hard work. Right, I've got a choice now. Go clean a cupboard or get my jammies on and chill with my husband, which I haven't really been doing because I've been trying to get these. No, I'm loving it. I love it. Rico says to me, you love it. You love it. If I say something, I'll go, oh my god, these videos. You love it. And I do. I enjoy every minute of it. So thank you. Thank you for those of you that tune in every day to watch what's going on, the simple things that are going on in my life. Thank you so much for being here for me. I honestly do appreciate it. I say it time and time again, but I honestly do. I know a lot of you joined me when I was just talking about luxury and things like that. We'll touch properly on the luxury subject the next time, because she also asked me if I feel as if I'm missing out, you know, because I'm not buying bags regularly and all of that. So I'm going to touch on all of that, but it really all the answer really stems down to what I've been saying in this video, really. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you're new and you're not already subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe. It's the A right here. If you would like to see more videos from me, I'm going to link here. So I'll see you in one of them if you like. See you tomorrow. Bye.